thinking about when I launch a project like that? So when they go home that night, right? So we're talking about sea otters. And they go home at night, and their parents ask, "What'd you learn today?" What are they going to say? Sea otters. Now, there is no standard anywhere in the world, anywhere, and I was just in Russia. They don't have one either. And there's nothing anywhere where it says you need to know about sea otters. Thou shalt learn sea otters. Right? The standard is actually students being able to understand how energy moves from producers, those that actually take in sunlight, to then consumers, right? Something like a sea otter. I mean, that's really what the standards are. We see that in kindergarten. So if you look at the next gen standards, you see that in kindergarten. You see that again like in 4th and 5th grade. You see it in 7th grade. You see it in biology. You see it in AP biology. And then again, you see it when you go into college, right? I mean, this wave of standards. But students don't think that. Students think, we are studying sea otters. So what happens at the end of this project? Kids come in. They have got the best presentation. I mean, the slide deck is amazing, right? It's got like some transitions that you're looking at being like, how do you do that? Right? So you're sitting there saying, this is the coolest YouTube video / slide deck / keynote that I've ever seen in my life. The only thing in the back of your mind that you're sitting there is you're saying, I don't think they know anything about the content. But they know a lot about the tech, and they know a lot about sea otters. And that's the problem. If you've all done projects, you all have felt this way. You've all felt that the kids actually don't know the core content. We have what we would call impoverished deep learning. They've got some ideas, but they don't know it. They sound like a politician. Greenhouse gases are bad. Yes, what's a greenhouse gas? Don't know, but they're bad, right? And in the United States, it's probably the inverse, right? We don't care about greenhouse gases anymore. What are greenhouse gases? Don't know, don't care, right? Whatever it is, usually what happens is students don't know the actual core content that's behind or underneath this particular context. And this is why, as we're going to see in a little bit, problem and project-based learning doesn't have much of an effect on learning. Now you're probably like, then why on earth are we here? Because we're going to talk about why it actually could be a really effective methodology, but we have to really understand what is its real purpose, and we also need to be able to take a look and say, what are some of the things that can run amok in terms of student learning? Because really this is what we want. I want students, if they got done with this project around sea otters, to be able to then apply it into different contexts. Because it's not about